Very well. Though I just lost what do you call it, network, but I'm back. But you are audible enough. Yeah.
Improve. And we're also encouraging from Nile Africa and also African Development Ambassador, we are encouraging other members too. If you have something to also share, if you want to, if you are doing something in the community you want to share, if you want to, maybe a lesson you've learned and you also want to share it with our members, the opportunity is there, and that's why we share that link for people to also tell us ahead so that we can prepare them and know when they can, and also choose the time that you also want to come in and share with our members, and it will go a long way in seeing how we can improve on our capacity. So thank you very much for this opportunity. Okay, so we'll have today is we'll be talking about strategic leadership, and we want to know, when we say strategic leadership, what comes to mind? This is where we'll be discussing what are those things. Who is even a leader before you're not talking of being strategic, having it in a strategic position. Can we just share, please? Can we share? Our discussion today is on strategic leadership. What what is this to you? What do you understand?
What do I understand by leadership? You said.
What is our understanding on about strategic leadership? The topic we are discussing today, and who is a leader?
Okay. Um, to me, a leader is someone who has a responsibility to take people from one point to another. Um, Someone who has a responsibility to take people from one point to another. This is what I see as a leader. Yeah. Yes, it's visible.
We are where we want to be. So being it as be standing as a strategic leader, you must have the ability to think, act, and influence others in ways that will promote the sustainability of that particular organization, the advantage of the organization. And again, so there is this 38% of that executives would not be rehired by their organizations. This is what Plata said, that most people, because they will not be able to come back, because we are not in that position to be able to decide and also carry people along towards what the organization objective or vision or mission statement is talking about. And, and that is why when you find yourself in a community or in a group, you need to first of all discuss and say, okay, where am I? Why am I here? And what do I need to also, what's my contribution to seeing that, yes, we are all part of this. All right. Another point we'll also look at, again, is as an organization, we have a sustainable competitive advantage when it is successful in designing and implementing a strategy that its competitors are not using or cannot replace. So if you are coming with a very good idea that, yes, this is what we want to do, and if we place it well at the level, and that is why we are calling everybody, we don't know it all in Nile Africa or African Development Ambassadors. We are using a collective ideas that we must work together to make Africa or our community that place we want to be. Okay, so we want everybody to be able to come together and then ask this question. Okay, what is our own competitive advantage as an organization? And if we have that as an organization, we'll be able to drive and check where we are going, to be able to aim right and also help everybody around us and get it right. All right. What is this objective of the strategic leadership? The main objective of the strategic leadership is strategic productivity. You understand? This means that not merely increasing the amount of work done, not carrying like, oh, you come and work, where are you? I've not seen your report, I've not done this, I need to get you, who are you, where, please let me get it. But increasing work in areas and for reasons that are best for the organizations. So that is working smarter and not working harder. I used to see people when I work within one organization, and I used to carry load, printer, my laptop, going to the community, anywhere I find it, because when you get to the community, you may not get opportunity to also get a business center. So when I pack and my team and I join my team, and they will now say, they start calling me Frank Mekaya. Do you understand? Because I carry all what I know very well, will be convenient for me to helping me to also achieve results. And again, most of the facilities we go to, right there, I'll start printing and also making up their reports and filing immediately, so that as I'm going with my own copy, I'm making sure that they also have their report filed immediately. So these are the things that, yes, you need to see how that you are not just carrying the load on your head, but making sure that you design it and open it for everybody to getting results, and you are also celebrated, but making sure that you get it in a smart way. All right, another point again is just that leader and strategic leadership is to create an environment in which employees anticipate the organization's needs in relationship to their own job. Employees in a workplace environment led by a strategic leader are motivated to take the initiative to improve their productivity. So when we are really positioned in a strategic way as a leader, definitely our organization will get a very good input, and the strategic position that will now reward quality workers, okay, by promoting them and offering incentives to do well for the organization. So this still depends on our vision and our decisions to seeing how we come together and believe in the organization, coming back to the drawing board again and asking question, what did we say we want to do again? Where are we? And how are we doing it? What can we also do differently to making sure that we remain at that position? Okay, another area is also aimed to minimize, okay, by group thinking and by nurturing and developing the strategic thinking competencies among all employees. So you need to begin to check, okay, because I have this capacity, you don't think that everybody must have everything like you. So you have to first of all begin to identify who has this and who can make us to get to that level. And the group thinking is when people in a group have so many similarities that they all have the same point of view, and this can sometimes be a challenge in problem solving. So inventiveness and coming back with a very good innovative way, okay, can always help us in this. And this is addressed by what? Establishing core groups or work teams with phased initiation into a specific task. So you have this, you are good in this, can you also follow up with this? You identify this and also bring everybody together to making sure that this is where we are going, and everybody will not just lose the track. And whoever have that particular skill to be able to manage it well will help us to remain on that strategic level. And we're encouraging everybody to come together, help us also improve on what we are currently doing. You are open to tell us that, okay, no, within society, Nile Africa Development and African Development Ambassadors Project, I observe that, or I suggest, this is my observation, I suggest what if we do this in this way, it can also add more value to the network and improving on our services. And I know most of you must have seen what we're doing on our group and also on the website. You are open to share, and it will also help us. You can always drop it on the group chat too. Now, by nurturing this development strategic thinking competition among employees will also help us to establish core groups, okay, and challenge solving problem. This can also help in solving most of the problem that we want to pull out with. Now, I want us to look at it. Hello, are we all together?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Thank you very much. So let's look at this. When we are looking at this core group approach, I want somebody to suggest, how do we set this? How do we arrange this to helping, if we look at from what we have already said, that we need this group thinking to help us position ourselves, and also you now want somebody to stand in as the strategic leader to helping us position our leadership structure in this group. Who can give a shot for us? Can you see the screen?
Yes.
All right. So who can? I'll control it. Just tell me what to do. You can see my cursor, right?
Yeah.
So whoever wants to see how we can set it, you just tell me, and then I'll realign it.
What do we want to achieve? You said.
Okay, is from this exercise is for us to rearrange this from what we have said in using that the setting up a group thinking.
Group thinking, yeah.
Yeah. So and again, for us to get it right using this particular approach, how are we going to do it? How do we arrange ourselves now?
Because I can see group care group and final team.
Okay.
So you want us to arrange from group, that is from the care group out to the final team, or what?
Yes, arrange it like that, so that we have it that yes, this is the real structure that makes up the whole team.
Okay. Care group should be like the beginning, should be like the receptionist.
using this, and then you now explain each of them. If you ask me to move one and join one, like now, can we move this to this person here like this, or where? And you now explain why it should be like that.
Okay. Well, for me, I feel the care group should be from the beginning, because they should be like the ones whosoever come in, they'll be the ones to handle that person.
Okay, like me and you now, amongst
Yes.
every other person. All right. Okay, yes.
Yes.
The next, any other person can also come in.
Okay, and that is why we need to practicalize the group thinking now. So it's not one person who will. But me, I feel the care group should be, just like I said, they should be at the beginning. Then others can follow before the final.
So which one is following? I just be moving and I'll arrange it.
Okay.
Anybody can come in and talk to while he's saying. You can also add.
Okay, group. Okay.
Now let me add this. Remember, we say that strategic leadership also aims to minimize the group thinking. Okay. Now, and when you are doing that, it is by nurturing and also developing strategic thinking competency among all employees. Now imagine these two people now have started. So who else? How do we now go?
Okay. I think the second group that is in the box, those three people.
Okay, this right?
Yes.
Should come up.
Followed by them.
Okay.
Then the final team under them.
Okay.
Then these two people. Okay. These two people can be maybe those who will guide them, those by the side.
Okay, so you want them to still remain by the left and right, or they should still go to somewhere?
No, the one on the right is facing them quite okay. I feel the one on the left, you should also be facing the team, because they will be the ones that watch this group. Watch from the core group up to the final team.
Okay. So you are saying. Okay, so we should move it to the right side again so that it will face them too. Is that what you are saying?
Not necessarily, but I feel his face should be looking at the group at this group that we are arranged, so that both sides there's someone who is watching over this from the care group up to the final team, like supervisors or something.
Okay, thank you very, very much for this contribution. Any other person want to have a different opinion looking at what we have done and what he has explained now? Anybody with different opinion, you can go ahead, unmute yourself and share. If you are just joining us, we're discussing about, we started with the understanding of group thinking, of strategic leadership, and we say that it is for us to get a very good objective and aiming at getting it right, we now have to introduce what is called group thinking, and this will also help us to developing strategic thinking competencies among everybody within the team. And it will be addressed by establishing core groups and working team, and that is the level we are doing now as making it participatory. So if you have any other observation, or you want to still contribute, or you think we can change it differently, Please, can you share with us?
Can I also give another view?
Let's see if somebody else have something first. Let's maybe in the next
Okay.
few seconds.
Okay.
So that they will not say you just say their mind.
Yeah, as a group now we have the same thinking. So
Yeah. So can we please share? Can we please share who is seeing, who is not seeing the screen, and who wants us to see? Are we all in?
Yes, we are.
Okay, okay. So do you have any observation, or do you think that we should do it differently, or you agree that it should remain like this?
I'm just thinking maybe this very bold one should be at the beginning, because maybe he's the person with the vision.
Okay.
So it should be first, and then followed by the core group, then the others, and then the final. So I think the leader should be the first.
Okay. So that we have it
So
like this,
that
right?
he has a vision, then he has to get his core group to work with the others, and then the final team and what have you. I don't know. Because
Thank you.
this is ahead and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is a little bit I want to say.
Okay, thank you very much. So are we leaving this
Can
person
you
here?
hear me?
The one by the right,
Can you
are we
hear me?
leaving the person there, Mr. Charles?
Somebody, I think Solomon wants to say something, so let him go ahead.
Okay, okay.
Well, it appears people cannot hear me clearly. I don't know. I have trouble with my microphone here.
We can hear you
So,
very
but if you
well.
can. Oh, okay. So sorry. Apologies. Since I joined, when you were doing the salutation and introduction, I was trying to respond, but I little did I know that my mic was not, really fixed. So thank you very much. I will align my thought with Charles, because strategic leadership in its entirety, it has to do with when you talk about strategic leadership, I think of an individual who possesses the combination of skills, qualities, and the mindset that enable him to drive success and create impact, right? So you must have someone who is really the captain of the ship. Uh, and that is how ideas, are transitioning to other people who will believe in your thoughts, believe in you, and have confidence in what you tend to achieve. And gradually, you begin to form the team for achieving this. I know when you are making this move as a leader, at times you will have people who will join and drop because they don't believe in you. So when you see the analogy given by Charles, it shows that someone is captaining the ship, and then at some point he met someone who believe in him and have confidence in his goals and objectives, and they feel the two of them cannot achieve this, and so they begin to recruit other people gradually.
Can you all hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So from what we said is that strategic leaders don't just manage day-to-day operation, but they shape the future. And this is combining ideas and also insights, using intelligence, emotional intelligence to inspire the whole team. And by doing that, you also drive innovation, like Mr. Solomon and Charles added. Now, yes, you have to come together. When you bring these people together, even if you have this idea, you still need to drive it, okay? And ensure that there is resilience in on the environment or the group you find yourself. And this approach is both we can find it in our private sector, in our family, in our business, in our community, and even within the organization offices we find ourselves. This has come to play, but often we don't even know that, yes. And that is why some person will just pick, when you are recommending, they want to say, can you recommend somebody? They'll say, no. This person will have this, and it will help us to push things and begin to work towards it. So by bringing this, yes, we say that the person has an idea, and from this idea, we also have this team formed together. From here, okay, it formed the core team now, and from the core team, we now have the three. Can you all see it, right? We have the three persons in this particular process all together. So this third person now will now help us to see that, yes, everything we are thinking is aligned to what we have agreed with. The first two or three, the first that started, and this start the task together. And from that to this, they join hands together to make the third person, and the third person now become the member who also bring the individual's work on a task. So coming back to this fourth person now, and we are looking at it that, okay, because these people have worked together on this angle as a third person, they were able to showcase the work, and this other community impact, people around them start seeing that there is a difference in this group of people. Why am I left out? Is that okay? And he or she now decide to also join. So because these three persons have started something, this person now came in here. And by coming in, it becomes the fourth person. And the fourth person that joined this individual work also make the group work as a team. And because the person cannot come to join if these three, the work did not start like this, and there is seeing results and seeing that, yes, there is something we are looking up to. I agree with you. Let us start together. And with this now, this person form, and we have this. You can see the colors. Do you see the color of these people together? So we have the first, the second, and making up the fourth. So from here we have first, we have two, we have the third person. This person now joined to make it four, and then we have the final team, which is the fourth person. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We are together, sir.
Okay. So when we are the core competencies we are looking for, when you have this, you must also be, as in strategic leadership, we should look at having that anticipated ideas. You understand that mission, that yes, most organizations focus on what is directly ahead. So when you are talking about leadership here, leaders lack most of the vision, and like I said before, and this can leave the organization vulnerable to competitors or even within the community you are leading and other threats within the program. And that is why when we are doing our own organizational strategic plan, there is that environmental scanning. You have to do your SWOT analysis, which is your strength, your weakness, your opportunities and threats. And those opportunities could be in and also outside, and also the threat could also be inside and also outside. So we have to also have that, looking at that strategic leader to look for the game-changing information at that program level or the environment, and search beyond the current boundaries of the organization, okay, and also programs that you are working with. Then build a wide external network to help and make sure that you are increasing your particular scanning and also network of that particular community. Then another thing, if you have this kind of group together, the next thing we should be looking at is thinking critically. Okay, we've talked about having it as also making sure that yes, the whole team, you have to form that formidable team that is resilient in nature and working it. But thinking critically is also a very good thing. Following conventional wisdom, this might sometimes be safer, but the organization may also lose all competitive advantage. So critical thinkers question everything. So as a critical thinker, you have to master the skills and the strategy to also lead this particular group. And now when we look at that, first of all, as a strategic leader, one must also look at that. You first of all look at areas like maybe reframing the problem so that you get to the bottom of everything. And that is why there is also what is called root cause analysis. Okay, you try to check what, you don't just start from the top. You now come together and say, where are we? What exactly is our problem? And challenges. Another point is also looking at that. That's where we now go to the next point, which is called challenges. Current leaders also believes that the mindset, and including his or her own, okay, believing that yes, maybe because I am into this now, this is where we must be. Then uncover most of the manipulation, because by the time you start thinking critically, where there is manipulation or there is bias in your reporting or data collection, you will be able to use that critical thinking analysis to be able to review and also come back to the group and say, oh, can we go back and look at this again? And please, we should also, when we are going back to also coming back to this particular group again and thinking together, we must also look at it that we are prepared to take informed risk. Okay? And remember, safety is not the goal, but the area and what we are looking for here is about development. It's about what? Development. So anything we are thinking, it's about development. And again, another point I want to add before we now round up so that others can also make contribution is what? Interpret. You have to first of all come back. What is that you need to even interpret? Let people also understand what you are looking at. Because if you check very well, most temptation is to reach for a very fast and solution. But sometimes we also get it wrong when we think that everybody is following us. So we need to go to the level and check and have a very good strategy by sensitizing and informing everybody within the particular group of how they can also develop a viewpoint to get a good goal and hitting the point that yes, we are all working as a team. And this is how can you get it? You now first of all look at seeking the patterns to multiple sources of data, which I've talked about. We look at it again, check again, and then we now conclude. And we now also learn from it. We don't just conclude, we also use the result and also learn from it. Oh, had it been we had left it like this, we wouldn't have get to where we are. Then we encourage others to also do the same thing. And like we did today, I just intentionally scattered this to make it participatory. And from what we have done like this, we all arrange this together to ensuring that yes, we come together, understanding why we must work as a group. And again, question prevailing assumptions. You must first of all test the multiple hypotheses so that we now check very well and know that whatever we are doing. But on another note, not living at this particular group, because the final team is a very strong, and you can see their hands together. Okay, you can see them holding their hands together. It shows that we must hold it, and that hold working together here now means that we must also have a very good decision. So many leaders fall prey to analysis paralysis. You understand here, because leaders also look from a different angles, and we need to develop processes that ensure consistency and also quality in making all, and also enforcing that everything we are doing, we get it in a careful way. Okay, balance every speed throughout the quality. By the time you are identifying this, you will need to balance every speed that this person is following and making sure that we are all still holding our hands and still moving forward. And at the end of the day, take a stand. By the time we hold ourselves as a group like this, we now take a stand, even with incomplete information, but we must first of all have a diverse view in order to provide direction to the organization or the community or vision. And doing that, we now align. But like I said, we can't do this if we don't have learning process at the end of the whole thing. So we encourage that everybody will be carried along and be honest. Okay, we give feedback. Okay, give the briefing of lessons learned, share ideas, then shift courses quickly if you realize that you are off track. Okay, and see that who will help you and make sure then at the end of the day we celebrate each other and make a very good impact, because we are not looking at failures but positioning the leadership. The leadership here is not just the person up but the whole team building to making sure that we survive and get it right. So thank you very much. I want to use this opportunity now to make others have a contribution, and let's share and see what we can do. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, Frank, for this. I just want to say that, yeah, I might just give a small example of what happened. I arrived in Darfur, Sudan, and on reaching my team, I didn't even know most of my staff, but I just reached, I think, less than 50 in one location, then maybe about 30 in the other location. But where I was in the 50, quickly, I was just told that, look, you have food security budget to be implemented in 1 month's time, or else the money will be sent back to the donors. And I didn't know where to start. And for once, I'm a public health engineer, did a little bit of project management. So what do I do with food security? But the first thing that came to my mind was, let us quickly call all the staff, the cleaners, the cooks, the drivers, everybody, the field officers and what have you. Let us sit down in a room quickly and brainstorm. We have this money, it's time bound, and if we don't use it, it will be sent back to the donors immediately. So please. Other people said, why are the cleaners doing in this place? The cooks, they shouldn't be here. The drivers, they started laughing. I said, no, this is not a matter of laughing. Let's sit down. Everybody has something to contribute. And honestly, together we stayed and had these discussions. People felt free. They brought ideas. What things are we supposed to do? Some said embroidery. Some said, a lot of things. And before you know it, we came up with certain things that we are going to do to implement. And honestly, this was what we did. And do you know that in all the locations in Darfur, all the other locations, even where the food security coordinator was based in El Fasher, he could not deliver. But we delivered, and it was a great success. So just to further reemphasize that strategic leadership, requires somebody that has the vision, and then you call the people, brainstorm, talk together. No idea is stupid. Discuss, filter what is required. The other ones that cannot work, drop it. So, and it's time bound. So I just want to emphasize that exactly with what you've been discussing and all, if all of us should really try to look at, we have our strengths, we have our weaknesses, but if we collectively brainstorm, we'll all get our roles and then we'll succeed. Thank you.
Any other contribution? I want to appreciate you, Mr. Charles, for sharing that experience with us, and also adding value to the discussion. Thank you very much. Any other contribution before we round up? Okay, if there's no any contribution or question, I want to appreciate everybody for coming online and also contributing to our discussion and helping us to really achieve this. I want to encourage everybody on behalf of Nile Africa Development UK and all our team members, the team leaders within the organization. We're encouraging everybody to pick up like this. Let's make every weekend a discussion point for us, a learning ground, and also sharing experience to seeing how we can contribute. And please take advantage. You can also review the website, think of what we can do differently, and other suggestions you also have. And if you have points to also share with us every weekend like this, the form is also online. And if you have somebody that you know very well that can also come and talk to us like this every weekend to help, we're even encouraging the young ones amongst us. I'm surprised most of them are not a part of this team today, but we are going to share the recordings. We want to see that this strategic leadership position is beginning to take over our next core of community development and also nation building and Africa at large. And together we make the world a better place. So please encourage our team member. And for those of you that have been really encouraging others to come in, yes, you have done very well, and we encourage you to do this. Is really evangelism, and we are building that network to seeing that development is what we stand for. Thank you very much, and I want to appreciate you. Have the best of the week. If we don't have any other thing to also share again, we thank you. Okay, Mr. Solomon. Okay, Mr. Solomon, you can unmute yourself.
Yes, and you can help me confirm if you can hear me.
Yes, very well.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Charles. So I just wanted to add, right? First of all, thank you so much for this, brilliant presentation and awakening us to the need of having strategic leaders, among us. But one important thing that we need to all know is that strategic leadership is something that everybody and anyone can develop over time. Though it's not something that can happen by chance, it requires painstaking effort of talent development to actualize this. So I just want to use this opportunity and standing on this platform to say we should continue to look out for courses. There could be short courses on LinkedIn, disaster ready and what have you. And gradually, little by little, before you know it, you begin to become strategic in your thinking and end up becoming a problem solver. So essentially, when you see people doing things, you think as if it's magic. It's not magic. It is through forums such as this that has given a lot of people that, knowledge and understanding, and also the skills to be who they are today. And I believe and have confidence that one day all of us will be at that point that we all desire to be. So thank you so much again for the opportunity and for being in this call. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Solomon, for adding to it that yes, strategic leadership takes processes and stages, but we need to also build on it. And if we are learning and working together, identifying and checking, doing personal evaluation to reposition ourselves will help us. And like you suggested, yes, we'll continue sharing capacity building opportunities on how we can also help others to come along with building improving on their capacity is open, and that is why we also allowed and encourage people to also share. Let's help and build together. Thank you very much. All right, so I want to close this. We just have a few seconds left, and I know very well that if we continue like this, we'll begin to increase more time and build more capacity opportunity and discussion point. So I want to appreciate everybody who are joining us today, and let us help build the African ambassadors that we want to see, and let us also help contribute to community development. Information is for sharing. Let us know all the information, and like me, I am still learning, and let's keep learning and make the best of our time. Thank you very much for all you are doing within the team, and I pray that we have the best of the week ahead. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Have a blessed weekend, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you and good.